God says, I need your 2 minutes only. 3 angels are talking about your body because something serious is happening. It's very shocking, so listen to me now before it's too late. Stop scrolling. Stop doubting. Stop running away. Right now, in this very moment, heaven is moving. The Spirit of God is stirring something deep within you, and it is not by accident that these words have found you. Your body, your life, your very breath has become the topic of urgent conversations in the realm you cannot see. 3 angels, messengers from the throne of God, are speaking your name with intensity, not because of fear, but because of divine intervention, because something that was meant to destroy you has been exposed. You are being called into a moment of protection, healing, and mercy. Comment, Amen, if you can feel this. And if you feel this is confirming something in your spirit, something you can't even fully explain but you know it's real, please like this video. Not for vanity, but because it helps someone else feel less alone when they are in their midnight hour too. God says, I need your 2 minutes only. Those are not empty words. It's not just poetic. It's not to grab your attention. It's the voice of a father who sees what you can't see, who knows what your blood is crying out, who understands the invisible struggles in your body that even medical tests have failed to diagnose. This is not a threat. This is a lifeline. Something serious is happening in your body, something hidden, silent, creeping. But God, in His mercy, has dispatched 3 angels to hold back what was trying to advance against your health. These are not ordinary moments. This is the moment heaven stood still to speak over your name. The enemy has tried to plant fear, pain, and confusion in your flesh, to make your body a battlefield. But God says, this is not where your story ends. The pain you felt, the fatigue you couldn't explain, the tightness in your chest, the heaviness in your head, the dreams that have been slipping away because your body couldn't keep up, all of that is known to heaven. 3 angels have been sent because your body is under a spiritual review. And God says, I still have purpose in your breath. I still have miracles scheduled for your days. I still have healing in my hand, and I have not stopped being your God. You may feel alone in this season, but your name is being spoken in heaven's courts. You may have hidden how tired you are. You may have tried to smile through symptoms, but the angels see. The Spirit of God sees, and now He is interrupting your day because He refuses to let this continue in silence. Your life matters too much. Your purpose is still alive. You are still a vessel that carries light, and darkness cannot win. Do not take this lightly. This is a moment of intervention. God is not asking for hours of your time. He is not waiting for your perfection. He's asking for your surrender. He is asking you to listen because He loves you too deeply to stay silent while something unseen attacks your body. He's asking you to pause because this could shift what was about to happen. God is not a liar. He does not alarm you to entertain you. He reveals to redeem. There has been a weight on your chest lately, and not just physically, but spiritually. It's been hard to breathe, hard to think clearly. And you've wondered, is it just stress? Is it just age? Is it just life? But no, there is something spiritual behind it, and that's why it feels bigger than what you can handle. That's why the angels have spoken your name. That's why this message has found you now. Because what was meant to linger and grow in your body, God is now stopping. What was forming in secret, heaven is exposing to remove it. This is the hour of divine health. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is interrupting something dark that had a grip on your body. The 3 angels are not standing still. They are carrying divine instructions. 1 is positioned at your mind, 1 at your heart, and 1 at your bloodstream. They are guarding your thoughts, regulating your emotions, and filtering out what was never supposed to dwell in your body. This is not superstition. This is spiritual warfare. This is God reaching into the natural realm with supernatural grace to protect you from what was forming silently. And when He protects you, He does it completely. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are not without help. You are not without covering. Even when you slept, the angels were still watching. Even when you gave up, God didn't. Even when your body felt like giving out, heaven held you together. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of your restoration. God is not only healing you, He is restoring years. He is renewing your cells, strengthening your muscles, giving clarity to your vision, and returning life to your breath. His power is not symbolic, it is real. He touches what no medicine can touch. He reaches what no therapist can heal. He speaks, and the body must obey. He commands life, and death must flee. He decrees wholeness, and brokenness has no choice but to mend. You are not hearing this by coincidence. This moment has been set apart for you. The voice of God is pursuing you, not with judgment, but with love that refuses to give up on your body. Others may have spoken words of limitation over you. Doctors may have said there is nothing more they can do, but God says, I am still your creator. I still write your story. I still breathe life into dry bones. I still open the scroll of healing over those I love. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. Right now, there is a shift taking place. You may not feel it yet, but your body is responding to heaven's touch. What felt tight is loosening. What felt blocked is beginning to move. What felt heavy is lifting. Because God is not a silent witness to your suffering. He is your defender, your healer, your shepherd, your sustainer. He is the God who walks into hospital rooms without knocking. He is the God who restores blood counts without labs. He is the God who calms tremors without medication. He is the God who silences cancer, who heals organs, who knits together every part of you with wisdom beyond what man can comprehend. So take this seriously. Sit in this moment. Let the weight of His presence wrap around you like a blanket. Let His words soak deep into every aching part of your being. You are not just surviving. You are being redeemed, restored, revived. Heaven is not done with you yet. Hold on, because the story is shifting. The pain will not have the last word. God will. And His word is always life. He is reaching into the places you forgot to pray about, the places you stopped mentioning because you thought maybe this is just how it's going to be now. But heaven has never stopped watching over you. The 3 angels are still moving. They are not visiting, they are stationed around you with divine instruction to stay until the work is complete. There has been a silent war happening under your skin. Maybe you've felt it in the form of constant exhaustion. Maybe it has shown up in random pain or strange symptoms that doctors brushed off, but your spirit always knew something deeper was going on. God says, I have heard the cries your mouth never spoke. I have seen the tears you wiped quickly so no one else would see. I know the nights when your body felt like it was sinking while your mind screamed for help. And now, I have come to lift you. I have come to bring alignment where there was imbalance, to bring peace where there was chaos, and to speak healing where fear had taken root. Comment 222 to declare your trust in this healing word from heaven. This isn't only about sickness or disease. It's about what your body has carried through the years. You've carried grief in your chest, and it has pressed down on your breathing. You've carried betrayal in your back, and it has weighed on your spine. You've carried fear in your stomach, and it has disrupted your rest. But now, God is speaking to every place where emotional weight became physical suffering. The angels are not just touching your organs. They are lifting spiritual burdens off your bones. This is a full restoration, not just a surface one. Your body is God's temple. That is not a metaphor. That is truth. And He never abandons what belongs to Him. He is cleansing what was defiled. He is healing what was wounded. He is repairing what was fractured. And this is not just for your comfort, it's for your calling. Because there is still a mission on your life, and your body is the vessel through which that mission flows. God is strengthening your frame because He's not finished using you. You are still chosen. You are still called. You are still anointed. This moment is sacred. Don't rush past it. The world may be moving fast, but heaven moves with purpose, not speed. God has paused the noise of your day to deliver this word straight to your spirit. You are in a divine appointment right now. No distractions, no doubts, just you and the voice of the one who made you. And He is saying, you will not waste away. You will not fade. You will rise. You will be renewed. You will walk again in the strength that once felt lost. You will see the goodness of God in your health, in your limbs, in your heartbeat, in your sleep. Even if it feels like everything has been falling apart lately, know that sometimes the breaking is the beginning of the breakthrough. Sometimes the shaking is the clearing of what no longer serves you. God is not punishing you. He is protecting you. He is revealing what needed to be seen. He is reaching into the depth of your body where damage was hidden, and He is speaking light where shadows tried to linger. This is deliverance. This is healing at its root. Maybe people around you have misunderstood your silence, your fatigue, your distance. They couldn't see what your body was fighting, but God has never been confused about your pain. He knows the full picture. He sees not only the physical symptoms, but also the spiritual weight behind them. And He is speaking now to it all. You don't need to explain it. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to be still and let the healing come. There is a warmth wrapping around you now, a sense of peace that makes no sense to your mind, but makes perfect sense to your spirit. That's not your imagination. That's the presence of God resting on you, covering you, renewing you from the inside out. This is not temporary. This is not a momentary emotional high. This is real. This is God fulfilling His promise that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And yes, that includes the weapons that tried to form inside your body. The enemy thought if he could wear your body down, he could stop your praise, stop your hope, stop your purpose. But God says, not this one. This one is mine. This one still has songs to sing, prayers to pray, mountains to climb, and people to reach. So I will protect what I placed in them. I will defend what bears my breath. I will restore what has been touched by pain. And I will give back more than what was lost. You are not being overlooked. You are being targeted by love. You are being surrounded by mercy. You are being rebuilt by the same hands that formed the universe. And the sickness, the weakness, the confusion, it is not final. The report of the Lord says, you shall live and not die. You shall rise and not remain down. You shall carry peace and not pain. Because when God speaks, creation listens. And right now your body is listening. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish any time. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. This isn't just about what hurts, it's about what's coming. Because God never heals without purpose. He restores so that you can run again, dance again, believe again, and testify again. Your testimony is going to shake others free. Your healing will not be hidden, it will be seen, and others will know there is still a God who heals, who sees, who loves, and who never gives up. You may feel the weight of years on you, but God is timeless. And when He steps in, age does not limit what He can restore. He is the God of Sarah, who laughed at the idea of fruitfulness in old age, yet held a child of promise. He is the God of Hezekiah, who wept for mercy and was granted more years. He is the God of you, and He is extending your life not just in number but in power, in joy, in strength, and in peace. Every part of your body is under divine inspection, not because God wants to find fault, but because He refuses to let anything destructive stay hidden within you any longer. This is the mercy of a loving Father who won't ignore what is hurting you. He sees the silent alarms going off in your spirit and in your body, and He has decided it's time for intervention. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this moment of divine turnaround. This message has not found you by mistake. It has arrived in the exact moment your spirit was at the edge of giving up. The timing of this word is not random, it is intentional. God waited until this very moment because your body was about to cross a line spiritually and physically. And He said, "Not now, not like this." What was forming to attack you is being stopped. What was spreading in silence is being reversed. The enemy has been caught. Heaven has interrupted what the enemy hoped to complete in darkness. There have been days you couldn't explain the heaviness. You felt like you were dragging yourself through the hours, barely making it, constantly overwhelmed. You thought it was just life, just stress, just getting older, but God says no, it was something deeper, and now He is digging up what was buried beneath your strength. He is uprooting the cause, not just treating the symptom. That's why this is not just another message. It's a divine alert. The Spirit of God is reaching down and declaring, enough is enough. There are times when you needed someone to notice, but no one did. You smiled when you were hurting. You stayed silent when your body screamed for rest. And through it all, heaven was watching. Every ache, every breathless night, every tightness in your chest, every moment your limbs felt like they were failing you, God saw it all. He never turned away. He never grew distant. And now He is taking what you couldn't carry anymore and placing it into the hands of healing. There is power in your agreement. When your heart aligns with God's word, miracles begin to move. You may not have seen the evidence yet, but healing begins long before symptoms disappear. It begins the moment heaven speaks. And heaven has spoken. The angels are standing on guard around you. They are not visiting temporarily. They are here to remain until every assignment from the enemy against your health is dismantled completely. God is addressing what has gone unnoticed. Even the things you ignored, the warnings you brushed off, the signs you didn't want to worry about, He saw them. He's not angry. He's not blaming you. He's healing you. He's stepping in now with compassion so deep, it brings tears to your eyes. This is not a moment of judgment. It's a moment of love. Divine, holy love that refuses to watch you decline. And this healing is not limited to your body. It is flowing into your emotions, into your memory, into the places where past trauma embedded itself into your physical being. Your body remembers what your mind has tried to forget, the fear, the rejection, the abandonment, the stress, it all left traces. But God is going into those hidden corners and releasing what was locked inside. That's why your healing feels unfamiliar. It's not just physical. It's spiritual. It's emotional. It's complete. There is a divine wind moving over your home right now. If you listen closely, you'll feel it in your chest, like a soft calm pressing against your heart. That's the Spirit settling the storm. Your heart rate is coming into alignment. Your breathing is slowing. The heaviness in your shoulders is lifting. These are not small signs. These are holy touches. You are being renewed moment by moment. God does not rush healing. He perfects it. He finishes what He starts. And He has begun something beautiful in you. Don't fight it. Don't doubt it. Rest in it. Let His love do what your willpower never could. You've tried to push through for so long. Now it's time to receive. You don't have to earn this. You just have to believe it. Healing is your inheritance, not a reward for performance. You are not too broken. You are not too far gone. You are not beyond help. You are exactly who God says you are: loved, chosen, and worth healing. Your body is responding even now. Cells are regenerating. Pain is loosening. Inflammation is calming. Your heart is finding rhythm. Your mind is finding stillness. God is not delayed. He is right on time. There are people who will witness your restoration and not understand how it happened. They will wonder how you went from barely holding on to walking in peace. Let them wonder. You will know it was God. You will know it was mercy. You will know it was grace that found you in the midnight hour and carried you through. You will have a testimony that no one can deny, because it was written by the hand of God Himself. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique, backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs, is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. You have not been abandoned in your pain. You have been carried, and now you are being restored. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, wholeness is coming. The words spoken against your body are being broken. The curses, the generational pain, the fear, it is all being undone. God is setting a new order in your life. He is renewing your youth like the eagle. He is covering you in strength. He is walking beside you, and He is not letting go. This healing will not fade. This is not temporary. This is not a moment of relief that passes. This is a shift in the spirit and in the physical. You will sleep differently. You will wake up with clarity. You will walk in peace. You will eat without pain. You will breathe with ease. You will rise in joy. Because God has spoken, and nothing can overturn what He has declared. There will come a day not long from now when you'll look back on this moment and say, "That was when everything changed. That was the moment heaven reached into my world and made what was broken whole again. That was the moment I knew, truly knew, that God never stopped watching over me. The very places where the enemy tried to lodge sickness, weakness, and fear, God is clearing them out. He is sweeping through the depths of your being, removing every trace of darkness that tried to live there. This is personal. This is divine. This is your healing hour." Comment 555 if you feel this healing word is opening something in your life. For too long, you've been pushing through pain that no one else knew existed. You've had to act like you were fine, while deep inside, your body was begging for relief, for restoration, for just one moment of peace. You've gone to bed afraid of what the morning might bring. You've opened your eyes with dread instead of hope. And yet, through it all, God never turned away. Even when you felt abandoned by people, unseen by doctors, or misunderstood by friends, heaven always knew the weight you carried. This is not a random encounter. This is God intercepting what the enemy thought he could finish in your body. The plan was to wear you out slowly, to drain your strength day by day until you gave up. But mercy stepped in. Grace intervened. Love pushed back the darkness. And now, instead of decay, there will be renewal. Instead of disease, there will be divine health. Instead of fear, there will be peace so strong it silences every doubt. Your name is still known in heaven. Your body is still worthy of healing. Your life is still valuable, still full of purpose, still wrapped in the promise of God. It doesn't matter how long you've suffered. It doesn't matter how far gone you think things are. God can restore in one breath what took years to fall apart. He is not limited by time, diagnosis, or human understanding. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And He's standing in the middle of your story right now, commanding healing to flow. Sometimes what hurts in your body isn't just physical. It's the ache of carrying too much for too long. It's the strain of silent battles, the weariness of constant pretending, the toll of emotional wounds that were never treated. But today, God is going deeper than the surface. He's touching the root. He's healing the cause, not just the effect. He is delivering you from the inside out, not to punish you, but to give you rest. You've wondered if this would ever pass. You've questioned whether God still hears your cry, and though the silence felt heavy, it was not absence, it was preparation. Because now, in this very moment, He's unfolding something that was hidden. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it starts in the quiet, in the stillness, in the breath you take as peace settles in. And right now, that breath is returning to you with life. The angels are still near. Their presence hasn't faded. One is still guarding your rest, another is ministering to your cells, and the third is watching over the nights when fear tries to enter. They were sent not only to fight, but to stay until the promise is fulfilled. And that promise is clear. You will not be taken out by what tried to destroy you. You will walk in health. You will testify. You will thrive. God never starts a healing without completing it. He is not a God of halfway miracles. He is a God of full restoration. And while the process may not look like what you expected, the result will be more beautiful than you imagined. Your body is coming into agreement with His word. Your blood is aligning with heaven's order. Your organs are responding to His presence. Your bones are strengthening under His protection. You are not breaking down, you are breaking free. Even if others gave up on you, even if you started to give up on yourself, God never did. He never stopped believing in the power of His own promise over your life. He still calls you healed. He still calls you whole. He still declares that no weapon formed against your body will succeed. That includes the slow attacks, the hidden conditions, the inherited patterns, the sudden pains. They are all being brought to light and removed by His hand. You are not being forgotten. You are being transformed. From weakness into strength, from fatigue into fire, from trembling into testimony. This is the moment where things turn. This is the season where the old patterns break. What used to repeat year after year is ending now. The cycle is breaking. The suffering is lifting. You are stepping into a new reality, one where your body is no longer a burden but a vessel of glory. Do not let fear speak louder than faith. Do not let past disappointments convince you that this will be like before. God is doing a new thing. Not a recycled version of past comfort, but a brand new healing that reshapes everything. You are walking into a place where peace rules your body, where sleep restores instead of drains, where energy returns not for survival but for purpose. You are being rebuilt in the image of God's strength. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? a once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. There are moments when you will feel the enemy try to whisper lies again, that it's not working, that it's too late, that healing is for others, not you. But silence those voices with truth. God does not start anything without intention. If He's begun to heal you, it's because He's determined to finish it. Hold on to that. Let it anchor you when the symptoms try to scream, because symptoms are not louder than His word. You are not in this battle alone. All of heaven stands behind you. The Spirit of God goes before you. Jesus Himself intercedes for you. The same power that raised Him from the dead is alive in you right now, breathing into your lungs, settling in your bloodstream, holding your bones steady, and filling your heart with courage. This is not hype. This is holy. There's no need to perform, no need to pretend, no need to carry the weight of being strong for everyone else. Lay it all down. Let God take over. Let Him hold you. Let Him rebuild you. Because your healing is not just about feeling better, it's about being whole. It's about walking in the fullness of life He destined for you before you were even born. This is not where it ends. This is where it truly begins. Healing is not the end of your journey, it's the doorway to everything God still wants to do through you. There are lives waiting to be touched by your voice. There are hearts waiting to be comforted by your story. And it all starts with this holy restoration that is unfolding right now, even as you breathe. He chose to pour His Spirit into you, knowing what you would face, knowing how it would feel. And He decided you were still worth healing, still worth fighting for, still worth lifting up, even when you could no longer lift yourself. Comment 1212 if your heart feels like this word is settling deep inside your soul. There have been moments when the ache in your body made you question everything, the fatigue that wrapped around you like chains, the way your body betrayed your hope and made it hard to keep believing. But even in that place, the Lord never left you. Even when your strength gave out, His strength stepped in. And now, that strength is not just holding you up, it is reviving you from within. You are not beyond help. You are in the exact place where heaven works its greatest miracles. God says, I am restoring not just your physical body, but your confidence in my promises. I know it has felt like time kept passing and nothing was changing. But what I've been doing was deeper than what your eyes could see. I have been preparing your body to carry the healing without relapse, to receive the miracle without the fear of it slipping away. Because I don't heal temporarily, I heal completely. There's something shifting inside your bloodstream, something renewing within your joints. You may have lived with stiffness, discomfort, or tension that became so normal you stopped noticing. But I am declaring over you now that what you grew used to is not what you are destined to live with. You are not meant to just cope. You are meant to live free. The patterns are breaking. The inflammation is settling. The nervous system is calming. The tension is loosening. Not by your might, but by the touch of my Spirit. Some of what you've battled wasn't even yours to begin with. It came from generations past, illnesses passed down, traumas inherited, patterns accepted. But I say to you, it ends here. You will not carry what your parents carried. You will not suffer what your grandparents suffered. You will not walk the same weary paths they walked. Because I am rewriting your legacy. I am changing what flows through your veins. I am blessing your bloodline. You are the turning point. The pain has had a voice in your story for too long, and it tried to become the author, but I remind you, I am the author. and the finisher. And pain does not get the final say, sickness does not get the final word, fear does not get to write your ending, I do. And my word over you is healing. My word over you is strength. My word over you is life, and life more abundantly. Even in the silence, I was speaking. Even in the waiting, I was moving. Even when nothing looked different, I was preparing everything. And now, it begins to unfold. Now, you begin to feel what faith has been holding in place all this time. The healing may not look dramatic, but it will be deep. It may not happen all at once, but it will not stop once it begins. Every breath you take is part of the restoration. Every step you make, even if it's small, is progress. You've been holding so much together on your own. You've been the strong one, the one others leaned on, the one who stayed calm even while your own body was falling apart. But now, let me carry you. Let me lift the part of you that's grown too tired to keep pretending. This is not weakness, it is surrender. This is the doorway to real healing. The kind that lasts, the kind that transforms you from the inside out. You have not missed your moment. You have not lost your chance. You are not too late. You are right on time for a miracle. What was held back is now being released. What was blocked is now opening. What was bound is now breaking, and nothing can stop what I've already set in motion for you. Not the enemy. Not the diagnosis. Not your age. Not your past. Not your doubt. Nothing. I am covering you with my hand. I am speaking to every cell in your body. I am commanding order where there was disorder. I am restoring rhythms in your heart. I am stabilizing your pressure. I am calming your nerves. I am repairing what years of stress tried to unravel. This is not just recovery. This is divine correction. Your body is responding to the truth of heaven. Comment 777 if you believe this restoration has already begun in you. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. You do not need to feel guilty for needing healing. You don't need to apologize for being tired. I saw it all before you ever said a word. I knew how much it would cost you to keep going. And I sent this word because I care. Not because you asked the right way, or prayed long enough, or believed perfectly, but because you are mine. And I take care of what belongs to me. Even when the world feels too heavy, my presence is weightless. My love doesn't add burden, it lifts it. My healing doesn't demand strength, it gives it. You are not here by accident. This word was created with your name written in it, with your story carved into its breath. Because I still have plans for your life. And those plans cannot be fulfilled if you are constantly fighting your own body. So, now I'm lifting the fight from your shoulders. I'm breathing into your lungs. I'm lighting up every place where darkness tried to settle. Your healing will be visible, but more than that, it will be unshakable. You won't have to explain it to anyone. They'll see the light return to your eyes. They'll hear the steadiness in your voice. They'll notice the strength in your posture. Because when I heal, I leave a mark of glory. There will be moments ahead where you'll feel like crying, not from pain, but from the overwhelming sense of peace you've never known before. Let those tears fall. Let them be the overflow of a heart that's been met by heaven. Let them carry away the years of holding everything in. You're safe now. You're in my hands. and there is no better place to be. Every word I've spoken over you is still alive. Every promise is still in motion. Every miracle I planned is still on schedule. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not damaged. You are deeply loved, fiercely defended, and carefully healed. This is just the beginning. And I will walk with you until your strength is full, until your healing is complete, until your story reflects the fullness of my goodness. The systems in your body that have been under attack, under stress, under pressure, they are being restored to divine order. This is not a spiritual guess or vague comfort. This is heaven's certainty. God has issued a command over your health, and that word will not return to him void. Comment 999 if you can feel this word speaking directly to you. There have been times when the pain you carried made it hard to even focus, hard to pray, hard to believe. Sometimes it was not just the pain itself, but the frustration that nothing seemed to work, no matter how hard you tried to take care of yourself. You've asked quietly, deep in your heart, if God was still aware of what your body was going through. And the answer is not only yes, he has never taken his eyes off you, not for a moment. In fact, before the symptoms even showed up, he was already making provision for healing. He was already speaking to angels about your protection. He was already setting the timing for this divine interruption. Because what was building in secret, trying to harm you without your awareness, is now being exposed to the light of God's truth and defeated by his power. God is not waiting for your faith to be perfect before he moves. He is not holding back healing to test your patience. He is moving because you are his, and he takes it personally when something tries to destroy what he has created. He doesn't need your performance. He simply desires your surrender. And when you open your heart, even just a little, his presence floods in like a river, washing away everything that doesn't belong. This healing is happening in layers. Some of it you'll feel immediately: a lightness in your chest, a warmth in your back, a calm in your breathing. But other parts will unfold over days, over moments of peace, over quiet sleep that you've been needing for so long. Don't rush the process. Don't doubt it because it's quiet. God often does his deepest work in silence, in stillness, in the places where no one else can go. The three angels who are watching over you are not leaving. One is still standing over your mind, covering you from intrusive thoughts that bring fear and confusion. One is resting over your body, shielding your heart, your blood, your organs. The third is walking with you throughout the day, holding your balance, helping you move through the world with grace and safety. This is not imagination. This is God's design. You are surrounded, not just supported, but actively protected. You have fought so hard to keep going, and now it's time to stop fighting and start receiving. It's time to let God do what only he can do. Your healing is not dependent on how loud you pray or how long you fast. Those things are powerful, yes, but they are not what unlocks healing. It's his love, his presence, his mercy, and all of it is covering you right now. Without condition, he knows what they said about your health. He knows the reports, the scans, the numbers, the conversations behind closed doors. But his report says something higher. His word overrides what man cannot fix. Where medicine stopped, grace continued. Where logic failed, faith stood tall. You are not at the mercy of human limits. You are under divine care. Some of the tension in your muscles hasn't just been physical, it's been the result of carrying emotional weight. Stress buried itself in your shoulders. Anxiety curled up in your stomach. Fear has sat on your chest. But God is speaking to those places too. The healing isn't just for your blood or bones. It's for the memories that won't let go, for the trauma that's been living inside you like a shadow. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. He is rewriting the story. The trauma will no longer echo through your nervous system. The fear will no longer keep you awake at night. The restlessness will no longer rule your days. Peace is taking its place. Rest is being restored. The healing will be emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual, because God does not separate those parts of you. He sees them all as one, and He heals them all together. You are not being rushed. You are being held. You are not being forgotten. You are being pursued by goodness and mercy. Every breath you take from this moment forward carries fresh life. Every step you make is guided by unseen hands. You are being led out of the valley, not by your strength, but by His faithfulness. You are walking into a new chapter where your body no longer carries the weight of the past. Comment 1010 if you know God is leading you into this new season of healing. You don't need to explain to others what's happening. You don't need to convince anyone that this is real. Your life will speak for itself. Your strength will return. Your peace will be visible. Your energy will rise. And the ones who saw you struggle will see you stand. They will witness the quiet power of a God who heals when no one else can, who restores what was pronounced impossible. Even when you doubt, even when you question if the healing will hold, God's love does not waver. His word over you remains. You can lean on it when your strength is gone. You can trust it when your mind is unsure. You can return to it every time fear tries to creep back in. Because this word is not temporary. It's eternal. It's sealed in heaven. You may feel like you're standing on fragile ground, like one wrong move will undo all the progress. But hear this, when God builds, He builds on a firm foundation. This healing is not built on sand. It is built on His promises, and those promises do not break. You can walk boldly, breathe deeply, and rest freely, because the ground beneath you is held by grace. This is your moment to let go of the survival mindset. You don't have to brace for the next wave of pain. You don't have to prepare for disappointment. You don't have to keep checking for symptoms. Instead, start watching for signs of peace. Start noticing the moments of ease. Start celebrating the stillness, because that is where the healing is blooming. Quiet, gentle, real. You are not weak for needing healing. You are not broken for crying out. You are not behind for taking time to recover. You are human. You are loved. You are being restored by the hands of a perfect Father who never stops working, never stops loving, never stops healing. What is happening in your body right now, though unseen, is a divine act of mercy. It is God intervening where no one else could reach. There is restoration flowing through you, deeper than any hurt, stronger than any disease, and more certain than anything you feared. Comment 1515 if you believe your healing has already begun. For too long, you've lived in a space between hope and fear. You've prayed for healing, but silently prepared for disappointment. You've stood in faith, but beneath that, there was a quiet ache, a lingering thought that maybe it was too late. But it's not too late. God has not overlooked your pain. He is not delayed. He is never too early, never too late. He is always right on time. And this, right now, is the time for your body to align with heaven's plan for your life. There have been days when waking up felt like a burden. You didn't say it out loud, but even standing, moving, or thinking clearly took everything you had. No one could see the effort it took to just get through an ordinary moment. But heaven saw. Heaven kept count of every tear, every night you couldn't sleep, every time your body shook with weakness while your spirit tried to stay strong. And God says, I have not forgotten one single moment. I am healing what no one else noticed. This is the turning point. This is where the unseen begins to change the scene, where the supernatural overtakes the natural, where what was lost is recovered. Your healing is not just about relief, it's about alignment. It's about coming back into the order you were created for. Your body was designed to carry strength, not sorrow. It was built to breathe deeply, walk freely, move without pain, and rest without fear. That design is being restored. You may feel like too much time has passed, like too much damage has been done. But time is not a barrier for God. He exists outside of it. And He can do in one breath what years of treatment couldn't accomplish. That's the God who created you. That's the same voice that called light out of darkness, the same hand that formed your body in the secret place, the same love that refuses to let sickness have the final say. You are not a lost cause. You are the cause God came for. There is a reason you're still breathing. There is purpose in your life that has not been fulfilled yet. That is why the enemy attacked your health, because if he could distract you with pain, he thought he could steal your focus, your joy, and your impact. But he was wrong, because even through your suffering, your spirit kept reaching upward. Even in your weakness, your faith stayed alive. That faith, even as small as a whisper, is what heaven responded to. Every time you cried out in the dark, God was already moving. When you felt nothing, He was working. When you were too tired to pray, He was still present. His silence was never absence. It was the stillness before a miracle. And now, that miracle is unfolding, not just slowly, but steadily. Day by day, hour by hour, healing is being released over you. Some things will lift suddenly, others will dissolve quietly, but all of it will be complete. Comment 1717 if you know God is finishing what He started in your life. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. God's healing is not limited to physical pain. He is healing the invisible wounds too. The parts of you that carry trauma, betrayal, grief, disappointment. He's tending to those areas like a gentle gardener, pulling out the weeds and planting peace. Your nervous system is calming. Your heart is steadying. Your thoughts are clearing. That fog you've been walking through is lifting. That tightness in your chest is loosening. And in its place is the still, sure presence of the Lord, who never stopped holding you. You are not being ignored. You are being loved back to life. You are being rebuilt brick by brick. Not patched up to survive, but restored to thrive. God is giving you back the parts of yourself you thought were gone. The energy, the focus, the clarity, the joy, it's all coming back. Because what He's doing is not just healing, it's resurrection. He is bringing dead places in you back to life. Your steps are ordered, your days are covered, even your rest is protected. Sleep will no longer be a battle. Nights will no longer be filled with dread. The anxiety that used to grip you is losing its hold. God is reordering your rest, so your body can finally do what it was created to do: restore, rebuild, and refresh. And when you wake up, it will no longer be in fear, but with a peace that lets you breathe again. You are not the same person you were when this began. You've been through fire, but you didn't burn. You've walked through waters, but they didn't drown you. You felt crushed, but you were never abandoned. And now, after everything, you are still standing. And not just standing, but rising, because the hand of God is under you, lifting you out of every pit, every valley, every weight that tried to bury you. You're going to feel life come back into your bones. You're going to walk differently, move differently, speak differently, not because you're pretending to be strong, but because real strength is being restored. Real power is returning to your limbs. Real clarity is coming back to your vision. Your body is responding to the Creator's voice, and there's no sickness, no disease, no diagnosis that can resist that command. God is not finished. There is more, there is better, there is new, and it begins now, not someday, not later now. This moment is the seed of your healing, and it will grow. Water it with your faith, nurture it with your trust, protect it with your praise. Because healing is more than a moment, it's a journey, and you're no longer walking it alone. You have permission to rest. You have permission to let go of fear. You have permission to believe again, not because everything is perfect yet, but because the one who holds your healing is perfect. You don't need to understand every detail. You just need to stay open, stay soft, stay expectant, because God is not only healing your body, He is preparing you for something more than you imagined. This healing is not fragile. It is not shallow. It is not dependent on circumstances or timing. It is rooted in covenant. It is born from a love that never changes, never weakens, and never gives up. You are not being patched up, you are being made whole in the deepest, most permanent way. Comment Amen if you believe this is the moment God is fully restoring you. God has seen how long you've waited. He has seen the days when you smiled for others but collapsed in secret. The days when your body felt too tired to carry your own thoughts. The hours when you were alone, unable to describe what was happening within you. And still, He stayed. He watched over you. He spoke over you. And even now, His words are still speaking life to every cell in your body. Nothing about your suffering has been ignored. Not a moment of your pain has been wasted. There are things that happened in your past that your body never forgot. The trauma, the fear, the stress, all of it found places to hide inside your body. And even when your mind moved on, your body held on to it. But God is going into those hidden places right now. He is reaching into the core of where the hurt began and saying, "Peace, be still." He is commanding every storm to rest, every tension to loosen, every lie to leave. You are being washed clean from the inside out. Your muscles are softening. Your breathing is opening. Your heart is releasing the pressure that has lived there too long. The body you once feared was betraying you is now returning to peace under the authority of heaven. You were not made to carry pain. You were made to carry glory, and that glory is awakening inside you again. You will notice changes not just in the absence of pain, but in the presence of strength. Not just in the easing of symptoms, but in the returning of joy. It will come softly at first, a lightness in your chest, a stillness in your mind, a deeper sleep, a morning without dread, a moment of clarity where confusion used to live. And that is your confirmation. God is in the details. He's healing everything, even the things you forgot to pray for. This restoration is generational. What God is doing in your body will not stop with you. It will shift your entire bloodline. The things that ran through your family, the patterns of sickness and suffering, the diagnoses that were called hereditary, they end here. You are standing in the middle of a divine interruption. A heavenly boundary has been drawn around you, and God is declaring, "This one is marked, this one is mine, this one is covered." You are not fragile, You are not weak. You are not at the mercy of your past, your diagnosis, or your fears. You are under the mercy of God, and that mercy is new every morning. It is fierce, it is mighty, it is unstoppable. Even when your body feels tired, even when your strength feels small, God's mercy carries you. It covers the places where your faith runs thin and brings healing, even when you don't have the words to ask. Comment 1111 if you receive this mercy over your life right now. Is this the same CIA brain ritual, changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. There is a divine silence happening in your spirit, and that silence is not emptiness. It is God calming the storm within. He is quieting the noise of fear. He is slowing the rush of worry. He is silencing every voice that said this healing would never come. And in that holy quiet, your healing is taking root. It is growing like a seed beneath the soil, hidden for now, but undeniable soon. Others may not see it yet, but you will feel it, and when it bursts forth, it will be unshakable. You do not have to go back to the life you had before the pain. God is not leading you in circles, He is moving you forward. This new strength, this healing, this clarity, it's for a new chapter. A chapter where you wake up without fear, where you walk without wondering if pain will return, where you live in the overflow, not just survival, where your days are not controlled by symptoms, but led by purpose. There will be new mornings where you will open your eyes and feel whole. Not confused, not anxious, not exhausted, but whole. You'll move through your day with energy you didn't think you'd feel again. You'll sit in peace and realize that the torment is gone. You'll look back and say, God did it. I don't know how, I don't know when, but He did it. And that moment will be a testimony that no one can deny. People around you may not understand the battle you've fought. They may never fully grasp the weight you've carried in silence. But that's okay, because God knows, God saw, God cared. And now, God is lifting it. Your life will be proof that He heals completely. He doesn't skip steps. He doesn't ignore details. He goes to the root. And when He restores everything. There's a rhythm coming back to your body, a divine rhythm. Your heartbeat is steadying. Your lungs are expanding with ease. Your blood is flowing with life. Your thoughts are untangling. Your strength is returning not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You are becoming whole, not just healed. This is what it means to live in the fullness of God's love. You are being rebuilt with heaven's blueprint. You are being shaped again in the image of wellness. God is placing joy where grief had settled. He is placing peace where fear had grown. He is placing rest where striving had taken over. You don't need to force anything. Just receive. Just breathe. Just rest. The healing is already moving. This is your confirmation. This is your covering. This is your moment. The wait has not been wasted. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. Because now, your body is ready. Your spirit is aligned. Your heart is open. And heaven is moving. This is the work of a faithful God who never forgets what He promised and who never leaves a single prayer unanswered. He is calling life back into places that were once full of sorrow. Where there was decay, there is restoration. Where there was silence, there is now a song of healing rising from within you. And it will not stop, it will not fade, it will not be undone. Comment 222 if you trust that God is touching your body and your future right now. This healing is not a gentle hope, it is a divine certainty. It is rooted in the unchanging character of God. He never makes empty promises. He never speaks just to comfort without action. Every word from his mouth releases power. And the word he has spoken over you is healing, complete and lasting. The kind of healing that leaves no trace of the damage, no scar from the suffering, no residue of fear. The kind that reaches the hidden places, the quiet parts of your being that have been aching for years. You may not be able to explain what is happening, but your spirit knows. You feel the peace rising, the tension loosening, the weight lifting. And though your mind may try to doubt, something deeper inside you knows this is real, this is sacred, this is God at work. And He's not stopping halfway. He is not just touching your symptoms. He is restoring your system. He is returning your health, your clarity, your balance, your rhythm. He is giving you back what the enemy tried to claim. You are not being asked to do more. You are not being tested. You are not being examined for flaws. You are being held by the presence of the one who shaped your bones, the one who whispered breath into your lungs, the one who calls your body his temple and treats it with divine care. Every part of you is precious to him. Every cell, every thought, every beat of your heart is wrapped in his mercy. Let that sink in. He has seen every moment when your body betrayed your strength, and yet he never turned away. He did not lose interest. He did not give up because of how long the pain lasted. In fact, he has been more present than ever. Even when it was dark, he was there. Even when your prayers felt unanswered, he was still working. Even when you gave up on the process, he never gave up on the promise.